Hello guys, welcome back. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to create a responsive website header using HTML and CSS. So let's get started. Over here, I already have a demo of what our website will look like at the end of this video. Our website is going to have a navbar up here, and we're going to have our link, which is a logo, and we are also going to have these links right here. We are going to have a home link, about, services, and contact. And at the right side, we're also going to have a button, which is going to be our sign in button. Then in the hero section, we're going to have the head text that says join us and shape the future of technology. And here we're going to have description text and also a button that says get started. And on the right side of our hero section, we're going to have this image, which is the hero section image. And our website is also going to be responsive on smaller screens. And if you notice, we have this icon right here for toggling the links on smaller screens, but we're not going to do that since we're not using JavaScript for this project. So let's go ahead and get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really means the world to me. So firstly, we're going to be creating our div for the hero section, and the class here is going to be hero section. And in here, in our hero section, we're going to have the navbar, which is a div, and it's going to have a class. The class here is going to be navbar. Then inside our navbar, we're going to have the anchor tag, and the anchor tag is going to hold our logo, which is going to have a class. The class here is going to be logo text. So let's type in the logo, which is devcore. It's going to be devcore. So let's get our link CDN for the icon and for our font family. In order to do that, just search for CDN.js on your browser and click on this link. When you find CDN.js, search for fonts awesome on the search bar, and when you find it, click on fonts awesome and click on this link right here to copy the CDN, paste it in your head tag, and after that, head over to your browser and search for Google Fonts. When you find Google Fonts, search for just on their search bar, and when you find just, click on it and click on get fonts. Then next, click on get embed code, and you're going to find import right here. Click on import and copy the CDN, paste it in your CSS just up here, and that should do it. We're going to be using it later for our font family. So next, we're going to create our navbar links, create a div, and this div is going to have a class. The class here is going to be links. And let's use links container, not links. This is going to be links container, and in here we're going to have a div that's going to hold our links. So here we're going to start give the class, it's going to be links, and in here we're going to have our links. They are actually anchor tags, so just create an anchor tag here, and our first link is going to be home. Copy and paste this 3 more times to achieve the number of links we want. The last link was contacts, and this one is going to be services. Then the second one was about, and that is all the link we need. Next, we're going to go ahead and create our button. So for our button, we're going to use an anchor tag, and we're going to add an hash to cancel out the load, so our links won't be able to load to another page. Next, we're going to add a class for our button, and the class here is going to be sign in btn. We're calling it a button, but it's actually an anchor tag, and that is not a problem at all. You can just use a button or an anchor tag. So here the text is going to be sign in. The next, we're going to have another anchor tag, which is actually our button, the toggle button. This one is also going to have a class, and the class here is going to be toggle btn. And in here, we're going to have our icon for the toggle button. The icon here is going to have a class, which is going to be fa-solid and fa-bars. If you're wondering how I know what icon I'm going to be using, it's just from Font Awesome, the official website. Search for the official website of Font Awesome, and when you find it, you can search for any font you want right here in the search bar. You can search for home, and they will show you any icon of your choice. Okay, this is our icons right here, home, and you can search for anything at all, phone, user, or whatsoever icon you need. So let's continue with our website. As you can see right here, this is the icon we just created, our bars icon. Next, we are going to be using Now to use, we are going to create our context for the hero section, our content. This is the hero section. If you notice, we did not use any font family here. We didn't use just, we are going to be using it for our website to make our text look much more beautiful. So next, let's go ahead and create our hero section after the navbar. This is our navbar right here. This is actually a mistake. All of this is supposed to be inside our navbar. So copy this links container and paste it right inside the navbar. That is going to be an error if we don't do that. So I'm going to create another div which is going to hold the hero section content. Give it a class, and the class here is going to be content. And next, we need to create a div. The div here is going to have a class which is going to be text container. And after that, we need to create our h1 tag here. That is the h1 tag that holds this text that says join us and shape the future of technology. So I'm just going to copy and paste this. Then next, we're going to create our text right here, which is the p tag that says discover a platform that employs and empowers developers. So let's create a p tag down here, and I'm going to paste in the text. After that, I'm going to create the button that says get started right here. So just after the p tag, I'm going to create a button, and our button here is going to have a class that says start btn. Then in here, we're going to add our text that says get started. And that should be it for the left side of our hero section. Now let's create the image. For the image, we just need to get outside the text container and create another div. This time around, the class is going to be image container. Then next, we need to add the image right inside it, and the image source is going to be an image I already have. You can use any image at all. And here, my image is going to be hero img. Now let's see what our website looks like. As you can see, this is all the HTML we already created. Now we're going to go ahead and add some styles to our code to make it look much more beautiful. So let's head about styles.css. And the first thing we're going to be doing in styles.css is to define the variable and remove padding and margin from our website. So to do that, we do an asterisk here, just like a root, and we're going to create our first variable color, which is main color. And here, the main color is going to be hash 02 F3 3E. Then after that, we're going to create our hover color, and the hover color here is going to be our blue color. So for the hover color, we need 05. It's going to be hash 051B. This is going to be 1dbc. That's our blue color. And next, I'm going to create our transition variable. And for the transition our transition variable, we just need to set the timer to 0.3 seconds ease. And after that, we're going to set margin to 0 and padding to 0. That is to remove unnecessary space from our website. And next, we're going to style the body tag. And for the body tag, we're going to set our font family to just, that is the font we imported. We need two fonts family. The first one is going to be just, and our fallback font is going to be sans serif in case just does not work. Then after that, we're going to style our hero section, which is the section that holds the navbar and the contents right here. Our h1 tag in the header, this content, the hero section header, and also the image right here. So for the hero section, we just need background. This is where we're going to set our linear gradient, which is the colorful background that you are seeing right here, the green and blue color. To do that, we need a linear gradient. So just type in linear gradient here and set it to 135 degrees. And after that, we're going to use our variable color, which is the main color. And next, we're going to set our second color, which is our variable color. And this time around, we're going to use the hover color. As I've explained in our previous project, it's very important to use variables because they make things much more easier. If you notice right here on our website, our variable colors are already there. And why I say variables make things easier is because if we already use this color like this and we already have them in many places, and you want to change the general color, you can just change the color you have right here to red and it changes every other color without much stress. As you can see, that have changed to another color without changing what we have right here. So let's change it back to what we need. So next we're going to go ahead and continue with our hero section styles. What we need next is height right here. The height here is going to be 100 VH and color here is going to be white. Then after that, we're going to set display to flex, and we also need flex direction here, and it's going to be column. After that, we're going to set justify content to space between, and we also need, let's say we already have color here, which is white. That is all we need for the hero section. After that, we're going to be styling the navbar. And for the navbar, we just need to target the navbar class. And the navbar class here is going to be display flex. And next, we need to set justify content to space between. And we also need padding right here. The padding is going to be 20px 5%. The 5% right here is for the two for the two sides, which are the right and left side, and 20px is for top and bottom for our navbar. Next, we're going to set the color, the background color for our navbar to black. And next, we need to set position to sticky, and top here is going to be 0. What this position sticky and top 0 does is to make sure that our navbar is going to be at the top of our website no matter where we scroll to. If you notice, that is already working. And we also need to set the index. It's not necessary, but you guys need to remember to set the index to 100 for the navbar to make sure it overlaps every other item in your website. So next, we're going to start the navbar anchor tags. So just type in navbar class and target the anchor tag right in front of it. We're going to need text decoration right here, and it's going to be none to remove text decoration. So basically, text decoration here is the underline you are seeing in every anchor tag right here. So to remove that, just set text decoration to none, and it should remove the underline. But if you need different text decoration, you can achieve that by changing the text decoration for your text to dashed or any type of text decoration you need at all. So we're going to be setting this to none. Next, we need to set color to white, and next we're going to set font weight to bold to make our text look much more thicker. And next, we're going to set transition for the hover effect to transition variable. After that, we're going to style our logo text, which is text that says devcore in the number. So for the logo text, I just need to increase the font size here. Font size here is going to become 30px. Now let's see what the text looks like. As you can see, that looks nice, just like what we have right here. But we haven't added our hover effect here. And if you notice, our text looks much more nicer than what we have right here because of the font family we imported and used. So next, we're going to add our hover effects to the logo text. For the hover, we just need to change the color whenever we hover on the logo. So we're going to change the color to main color, and let's see what that looks like. As you can see, it looks much more nicer. So next, we're going to go ahead and start the links btn container. The links btn container, which our link button container, is the container that holds every item right here. As you can see, it doesn't look nice for now. So just type in links btn container. For the links btn container, we need display flex to set them side by side. We also need align item center to make sure that happens, and we need gap of 30px, put some space in between them. Let's see what that does. That does not work. It seems there might be a problem. Let's just make sure the class is available in HTML. Search for this, use Ctrl F, and this search bar will appear. Search for our class on the search bar, and as you can see, it's not available, and that means there is a problem. So let's see what the problem is. This is the problem right here. We are using links container instead of links btn container. So what we need is to grab this and paste it right in there, and that should fix it. So just here, we're going to paste this class links container, and as you can see, it's fixed. That is just what we want. So next, we're going to style the links, and for the links, we just need display flex, and next we're going to need align items. It's going to be center. Next, we need gap, and gap here is going to be 20px. After that, we need to set our hover effect for the links. This is going to be over. If you notice in the demo, we have a hover effect on the links right here. There is no hover effect. Seems like I forgot to add that, but we are going to add it to the website we are already creating. So for the hover effect, we just need to change the color to main color whenever I hover on it. So we're going to set color to main color. Now let's see what that looks like. That does not work. There might be a problem. Let's see if this class is available. Okay, this is the class right here. It's available, but the problem is that I'm not targeting it directly. All we have to do is set a right in front of it, and that should fix it. That is it, just what we want. As you can see, that's our hover effect right there. So next we're going to start the sign in button. Just type in sign in btn, and in here we're going to set background to main color. And next we're going to have color here, and our color here is going to be white. Then next we need to set padding of our button to 13px for the top and bottom, and 20px for left and right. Next we need to set width to 80px for our button, and next we need to set text align to center. After that we are going to set border. Text align here is going to be center, and border is going to be none. Then after that we are going to set border radius to 25px. Next we need transition. Our transition here is going to be the transition variable. Now let's see what our button looks like. Okay, we haven't added the hover effect yet, so the transition won't be working for now. So for the hover effect of our button, we just need to type in sign in btn and add hover right in front of it. So here we're going to type in sign in btn, and our hover is going to be right here. So for the hover effect, we just need to change the background on hover. Type in background and hover color. That should be it. As you can see, our hover effect is right there. So next we're going to change the color to white. Whenever I hover on it, color here is going to become white. Let's see. The color is already white, so that is going to be unnecessary, except if we need to change color to black here, but we don't need that, so just remove this color. This is just what we want for the hover effect. Now we're going to go ahead and install our toggle btn. So for the toggle btn, we just need to increase the icon size by setting font size to 26px, and next we're going to set display to none. Let's change this to 26px, not 16px. Let's see what our icon looks like. Our icon is not there because of the display none. Let's remove that. As you can see, our icon is now much more bigger. Bring back the display none because we don't need the button for now. But we are going to set the hover effect for our toggle btn. So for the hover effect, we just need to change the color whenever I hover on it to hover color, and that is all we need for the icon. Now let's go ahead and install our content, and the content is a container that holds every content right here in the second section: the joiners and shape the feature text and the hero image text. So for the section context section, we need display, flex, and we're also going to need justify contents, which is going to be space between. Then after that, we're going to need line items, is going to be center, and we're also going to need padding, and the padding here is going to be 0 and 5% for the top, bottom, left, and right. Next, we're going to need text align. It's going to be start, set every text to the left side of our website, and we're going to calculate the height. We're going to use calculate for the height, and in here we're going to set it to 100% and 80px. Let's see what our content looks like. As you can see, it's beginning to look nice. So next we're going to go ahead and style the text content, which is the content that holds every text right here. So for the text content, we just need to type in text content. Then in here we're going to have width, and the width is going to be 50%. And after that, we need to set text align to center, to start just like before. And next we're going to have margin bottom to put some space in between our text content container. The margin bottom here is going to be 2 rem, and next we're going to style our text content h1. Just target text content and target h1. This H1 is this text right here that says join us and shape the future of technology. So for our H1, we need to increase the font size to 3.5 rem. Then next, we're going to set margin bottom to 20 px, and text wrap style is going to be balance. This does not work. It seems there might be a little problem. Let's see what it is. Text container. Let's make sure this class is available. As you can see, this is a problem. I set this to text container instead of text content. Just change this to content and that should fix it. This is just what we want. So now let's go ahead and style our p tag. You can also do the same for our p tag, which is the tag that holds the description in the hero section. So just grab this p tag class, paste it in there and set margin bottom to 30 px. And next we're going to set line height to 1.5 to put some space in between the lines if you notice. Then next we're going to set font size to 1.2 rem, and let's see what it looks like. As you can see, it's now looking much more beautiful. Now let's go ahead and style our start btn, which is the button right here that says get started. It doesn't look quite nice for now. Just type in start btn, and after that we're going to set the background of our start btn to black, and color here is going to be white. And after that we're going to set padding so 15 px and 30 px. That is for top, bottom, left and right. Next we're going to set border so none, and next we're going to set border radius to 25 px. Next we need to set font size to 1 rem, and next we're going to have cursor here, and our cursor is going to be pointer. And after that we need to set transition to transition, and let's see what our button looks like. As you can see, our button now looks much more nicer, but we still need to add the hover effect for our button. Here, just type in start btn, and we're going to have our hover right here. We just need to change the background whenever we hover on it. So type in background, and we're going to have hover color. Now let's see what that does. As you can see, it looks quite nice. So next, we're going to go ahead and style the image container at the right side. We're going to target the image directly, not the image container. Just type in image contents, and we're going to have image right in front of it. So we're going to set max width to 100%, and height is going to be auto. Now let's see what it looks like. As you can see, everything now looks nice, but it's not yet responsive. That is the last thing we are going to do. So now let's go ahead and make it responsive. So to make it responsive, we need just one media query, and here our media query is going to be at media, and it's going to be max width for the media query, and the max width here is going to be 1068 px. This means that any code here will not work till we get below 1068 px by collapsing our screen. And collapsing our screen means that we are getting to smaller screen sizes. So for 1068 px, we just need to set dot content, so flex direction. Here, flex direction is going to become column. This means that on the smaller screen, these two elements will be stacked on top of each other, just like this. So next we need to set text align to center. And next we're going to style the links. We need to target the both of them, links and signing btn, just like this. And we're going to set the both of them to display none. This means that on the smaller screen, we don't need these links and the sign in button. So on this smaller screen, we're going to set them to display none. And then we're going to bring back our toggle button on the smaller screen by typing in toggle btn and then display log. And this is just what we want. So next, we're going to start the hero section. So for this smaller screen, we need to set hero section height to 100%. And next, we're going to set text content h1 to reduce the font size, text content, then target the h1, And here the font size is going to become 2.8 rem. And let's see what it looks like. This does not look right. It seems that there might be a little problem with our hero section. Let's go ahead. Let's go back and see what the problem is. I think the problem is right here. We need to set text content itself, the text content class. Just target it and change width to 100%. And next, we're going to set padding top to 3 rem. Now let's see what it looks like. As you can see, this now looks perfect. This is just what we want. It now looks very much nicer, unlike at the beginning. It seems there is a problem with our image. Let's see what the problem with our image is. So on this small screen, let's set our image. Let's look for image contents. This is our image content here. So that must be the problem. I set it to image container instead of image content. Now let's see what it does. As you can see, that's fixed it. This is just what we want for the image. And this brings us to the end of our project. If you really enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section below. See you guys in the next project. Goodbye.